Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
Senior Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna has unveiled a plan, as you can see right here from Business Insider, has unveiled a plan today. This just came out 26 minutes ago, to unveil quarterly checks. So every 3 months to Americans by taxing oil companies posting huge profits. So Americans could be getting monthly checks every 3 months, paid for by the oil companies who are, they say, gouging Americans. And here are the details. As you can see here, Democrats introduced a bill on Thursday, today, to tax the largest oil companies recording their biggest profits in years, and use the money to provide quarterly checks to Americans facing sticker shock just about everywhere they look. How amazing is this? You can actually see there's an actual bill here from Representative Ro Khanna, Democratic representative. Again, when you look at these bills, they're legal jargon, but there is an actual bill here that is actually introduced here. So how cool. So again, this bill would use the money to provide quarterly checks to Americans facing sticker shock just about anywhere they look. The legislation would apply only to large firms like ExxonMobil that produce or import over 300,000 oil barrels per day, and exempt smaller companies. The 50% tax would be imposed on the difference between the current price of a barrel of oil and the average price between 2015 and 2019. Representative Ro Khanna of California and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island are the bill's main sponsors. Other co-sponsors include Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, Michael Bennet of Colorado, and Sherrod Brown of Ohio, among others. So there is a lot of support for this bill already. The plan would also establish a quarterly payment program to provide direct payments to Americans struggling with gas prices. The income thresholds were similar to the third stimulus check issued last year. Tax filers making under $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for couples would receive the payments. Ro Khanna says the bigger thing is that it's going to save everyone money. If you're big oil and you look at this, you're not going to want to pay this tax, and you're going to want to lower gas prices. Energy prices are spiking in the aftermath of the Russian invasion of Ukraine due to oil traders shunning Russian oil. Remember that oil is traded on the global markets, kind of like stock markets on a global scale. So it's not really just in the US. Oil is traded globally, as I've been telling you guys here on our channel, effectively cutting out one of the world's biggest oil producers from the global markets. Oil firms like ExxonMobil are enjoying their biggest profits in years, the result of rising energy prices. And that's why they're saying that these energy companies, these gas companies, are gouging Americans, because they're making the most money ever. And honestly, they're basically taking advantage of Americans. So there's a war going on, there's a global crisis going on, and then these oil and gas companies are making record profits, the most they've ever made. So if they're making that much money, they should have to share in the profits, because this is profits coming from your land, coming from your states, coming from the United States, coming from a share of everybody's land. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think this is something that should be passed? And remember, they can literally pass this in Congress and can force this upon them, because remember, this land is leased to these oil and gas companies, so they can literally, the government can make this, they can regulate this type of thing, because that is government land that is leased to these oil and gas companies. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. The other thing here is that Democrats have proposed a federal gas tax holiday, which would get rid of the federal gas tax on gasoline, which is about 18 cents a gallon. So the Democrats have proposed that, as well as a lot of different states are either considering or are actually going to be pausing their raises in their state gas tax, or getting rid of their actual gas tax on their state level. State gas taxoline, tax on gasoline, say that 10 times fast, is anywhere from like 30 to 50 cents per gallon. So when you add those two up, that's like 50 to 70 cents per gallon on tax on gas. So it adds up a lot. It adds up a lot. And then we have a lot of states that are actually issuing stimulus checks on the state level. If you've been watching my show, there's quite a few of these. There's quite a few of these that are announcing these, proposing these, or actually have passed these. So yeah, there's quite a few of these, because all these states have over $1 billion that are just sitting there. A lot of states have over $5 billion, $10 billion. Some states have tens of billions of dollars, depending on how large the state is and how well the state is doing. So yeah, quite a big difference. And now that inflation is just doing so bad, and the price of gas is doing so bad, and because the price of gas is doing so bad, the price of everything else is doing so bad. I mean, we just look at the price of diesel has basically gone up by 33% in 1 month. It's gone up from, what was it, about $3.80 to over $5 for the price of diesel. That's like a 33% increase. So just think about, the shipping costs for anything has gone up by about 33%. So yeah, the problem is that we're going to need relief, especially, and the people that suffer the most are the people on low income, people on fixed income, children living in poverty, people on disability. Remember, the child tax credits have been paused because Congress has not been able to come to an agreement. We do have Republican support now from Senator Mitt Romney and some other Republicans. So we'll have to see if they can get that pushed through, because remember, about 5 million children have now fallen back into poverty just from January and February alone. And honestly, at this point, it doesn't look like the March child tax credit payment is going to be able to go out by March 15th either. So just think about how many children right now are slipping back into poverty every month, or falling into poverty for the first time, because they're not getting those monthly checks that were promised to them, or they were using that for food, or using that for rent, or using that for whatever they were using it for, right? It wasn't a lot of money, but it was enough to pay for food, enough to help them pay for their rent. And now it might, without that, it might not be enough to get by. So, and really, we need to see more of this. We need to see this for people on Social Security, so that they can help pay for, cost of living, and people on low income. And this is, checks like this, checks from your, for anti-inflation checks, whether it comes from the profit of oil, whether it comes from the $800 billion of stimulus money that's available, whether it comes from regular stimulus checks, whether it comes from the states. We're going to need something like this all around, because inflation is just insane right now.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified that whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.